How is the culture right now as African Americans?
I think what we value, what we prioritize has shifted a lot, and that has caused a lot of problems in culture. Like we stop valuing family, marriage, respect as well with each other.
I feel like it could be toxic, like at least the culture, because it doesn't uplift, it kind of breaks down sometimes. It breaks us down as people.
AP, that's it.
What's going on, people? What's going on, my people, all across the four corners of the earth? What's going on? First and foremost, all praises be to the Most High. You know, like we always do. Second off, shouts out to y'all who been supporting the channel. Can y'all please start hitting that like button? What I tend to find that's very common amongst our people is they're very nosy but not supportive. So if you're gonna be so nosy, just hit the like button. I don't know who did it, you know. I just know you was here. But I know you was here by your view, but just hit the like button. Cost you nothing, pay me no mind. But yeah, man. I'm out here looking rough, man. No haircut, no lineup. Please forgive me. I'm in Africa, so the standard of appearance isn't as much pressure. And I mean that I'm not saying that people out here just can't get themselves together. I done seen more fresh haircuts in Africa than I'd have never seen anywhere. There's a barber shop on every corner. But I mean, when you look bold and scrubby like I am right now, in America, they think you fell off. And that's kind of what I want to get into today. It's the difference, the American culture versus cultures outside of America, excuse me. By the way, man, check out this view, man. Check out. Beautiful, right? Beautiful. Got the plants down there, papayas, banana trees. Yeah, man, nice view, right? I show y'all that just to, I'm always showing my face. I want to let y'all see my view when I'm thinking in deep thought, I'm blessed, man. I'm blessed. Simple things in life, I'm very content with what I have. But yeah, the standard, I start off with the standard of, everybody trying to compete with each other in America. To the point where you gotta have 50 pairs of shoes. You gotta have 50 outfits. Oh, you wore that outfit yesterday. Or you wore that outfit last week. They really think like that. It's a lot of pressure, man, of keeping up with the Joneses. And what I call there's a lot of separatism. Separatism. Here is very rare because the people, they're so united in community and nation. Even difference in religion, they still are a collective. Like I gave the example before. I send my son to the store almost every other day. I don't worry, which I said that in I can't remember what video that was, but yeah, I don't worry because there's a sense of community. If you don't have community, you don't have protection, you don't have safety, because somebody's going to look out for your child, and say, hey, I seen your son, he was trying to stray off, he was going the wrong way, or, somebody was messing with your son, I stood up for him. We used to have that in America, but we don't anymore. Also, in America, there's actually the threat for children. Have you seen how many children go missing? And by the way, I'm not doing this video to try to convince you to come up out of America, which you should. Which you should, by the way. But like I said before, the wilderness is not for everybody. But I do urge in these times that you seek other options. But like I said, man, have you seen the number of children that go missing. Forget children, grown people. But yeah, it's not normal to just leave your child at the park and walk away. That's very dangerous. So the level of separatism. Think about your family. You only see your families if you lucky. If you lucky, you'll see your family every holiday, right? Christmas. Unfortunately, for a lot of us, we only see our families at funerals. Unfortunately, we only see our family at funerals. We had the whole Big Mama culture, right? Big Mama, cookout Sundays, everybody meet over Big Mama house, your grandma, typically the elderly woman in the family. That was our generation. If you was born in like the 80s or the early 90s. Big Mama, unfortunately, a lot of them pass away, and there's nobody to hold the family unit together. A lot of people scatter, go their own ways. That's separatism. Feasting, food, parties, all that's communion. That's all communing together. That's what you call community. I think there's a benefit of the family staying in the same vicinity. But I think we let the hopes and dreams of America kind of overtake the love of the family or the progression of the family. I look at Mexicans as a good example. They will literally work hard. They will work hard. They will send maybe Jose, let's say Jose, for example, no disrespect. Jose will come over the border and he will work hard. He will work hard, $7 an hour, $8 an hour job, and continually send money back to his wife or his cousins or his mother. Once Jose gets an apartment, he'll send for his people. Maybe 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I've seen it. But yeah, man, you'll have 5, 6 people in a 1-bedroom apartment. I've seen it personally. You'll have 6 people in a 1-bedroom apartment. You might see a lot of Corona bottles. But you don't hear no fighting like that, right? Nobody trying to kill each other, right? Separatism. Wait till that go by. Yeah, separatism, which that gave me another point, by the way, hearing that noise. When you hear sirens in America, you already know it's one of two things. Somebody got popped or somebody got hurt. Some altercation took place, something like that. But yeah, man, Mexicans, they will work hard and struggle together at the bottom. What we do is try to pretend that we're not struggling at the bottom and try to look cleaner than the next person standing next to you in a struggle. Oh, I'm struggling, you struggling, but I look better than you in the struggle. That's dysfunctional, man. That's dysfunction. That's what you call separatism. What else can we say about separatism? Man, I don't take myself too serious out here. When I say take myself too serious, I mean as far as the looks on the outside is concerned. I like to look good. Don't get me wrong. I like to get a haircut every now and then. I cut my own hair. I could, but I go to the barbershop. It's very cheap. But I don't take myself too serious out here because I don't have to. I'm not being judged by how I look. Nobody's gonna look at me and say, "Hey, bro, you been all right?" I don't know, man. Your beard looking kind of, you looking kind of rough. I don't know, man. I want to give you a couple dollars. Make sure you eating good. It's not that much pressure, man. Actually, as I get older, like I said, I learn to be more humble and content with what I have, like I said before. But that's another topic. Really was talking about the separatism. When the last time y'all spoke to y'all family? How was the holidays feeling this year for those who celebrate? I personally don't, but that's neither here nor there. How were the holidays nowadays? Do they feel cozy? When at this Christmas come on, do you feel the love in the air? When the last time you talked to your Auntie Cheryl? You know what I'm saying? Or Uncle Mike? A lot of us ain't spoke in years. And I talked about a lot of that in the offenses video, but I'm not going there. But yeah, man, what you have in America is a dog-eat-dog mentality, man. I gotta be doing better than you. And if you're doing better than me, You're a threat, and I'm intimidated by you. There's a competitiveness of our people that is disgusting. It's disgusting. I'm not your enemy, bro. I don't know. They've took premeditated critique steps to make us like that, man. You know, we still have that plantation mentality where we competing with each other, and you see the Negro going to the house with massa. You know, first off, we're all looking at the Negro that went into the house with master. We're looking at that as the goal. Don't say you don't look at it as the goal, because the Negro that went into the house can be your supervisor, he can be your boss, he can be your CEO of your company. Hell, he can be the entertainers that y'all look at on TV, who y'all admire and worship. We spend all these hundreds. Man, do you know these entertainers? They go on these tours, and they can come to your city any given week or weekend and shut your city down. 50,000 people. I can say, yo, 50,000 people gathered to shout Jay-Z or shout, Gucci Mane, whatever. I can't even get 50 people to put together $5 each to start a business. Something wrong with that. Let me repeat, it's something wrong with that. And I get it. A lot of our people been trying to get by on all these pyramid schemes, these scams, the Scam Likely brothers. I understand how it is, but it seems like our people are so content with getting scammed, though. It's like all the big organizations and churches and billion-dollar businesses, they're all scamming people, and they like it. But if I say, yo, let's put together some money, a couple hundred, let's make a pot, man. Let's go ahead. You can hold the pot, but let's do something. Bro, I ain't got it right now, Bro, I just seen you buy 5 pairs of Jordans. But yeah, man, it's crazy, man. I cringe at the fact of what it is in America, man. The culture is something else, man. I've never seen anything like it, and you'll never understand till you leave and you come back. Man, I got so depressed when I went back. I was in a deep depression, because the love that you feel outside of America, when somebody asks you, how you doing? How you doing means, hey, I really want to know how you doing. How are you feeling? I gave the example, man. I remember I stayed in a house. I stayed in a house for about 3 days one time, just trying to save some money, man, trying to stack up some ducats. Came out, and one of the brothers that I usually commute with when being in Africa, he said, hey, man, I need to talk to you. I said, wow, okay. I'm worried. I'm thinking, like, what could it be? But, yeah, the brother said, I need to talk to you. I ended up talking to him, and he was like, man, I haven't seen you in 2-3 days. What's going on? I said, I'm good. I was just in a house with my family, just normal stuff. He said, no, that's not good. You should come, have some soup and sit down with me. That's their culture, That's their culture. And that's how we used to be, man. We would sit on the porch all day and night, talk about things, sit back and just watch things like this, Sit on the porch, man. Chop it up, you know what I'm saying? We don't do that no more. When last time you did that? Man, if you still got your family in order, man, keep it. That's a rare thing in America nowadays. Very rare, very rare. But yeah, man, just breaking down some differences. American culture versus other cultures. Seems like there's no love anymore. There's no love. There's no mercy. You see people living bad on their lives. Social media has done a big number on our people in America too, because ain't nobody struggling, right? Ain't none of y'all struggling. All right. Everybody doing good. I ain't never seen nobody come on social media about the gas price. Well, they do, but I've never seen nobody say they struggling on social media. Everybody doing good. Everybody got a bottle. Everybody planning trips. You remember the COVID, the what was it? The PPP era. Everybody had it. The only thing that make black people happy in America is money. The only thing that make black people happy in America is money. When you talking money, when you got the money, they pulling up for sure. They pulling up. You got the bottles, they pulling up. You got the bottles, you got the money, you got the women. They pulling up for sure. The party. Say you having a party. Oh, what's going on? Y'all got food over there? Oh, we pulling up. Say something like, hey man, I just wanna, I just wanna chill and talk about the Vaza plan. We got the season, which we call tax season, where we all are almost guaranteed to get a couple $1,000s. Come meet at my house, man. Let's talk about devising a plan for this next tax season. See how many people gonna pull up on you. Yeah, man, it's it's not good. It's no good, man. But yeah, you know what I notice about living outside of America that I appreciate also? The femininity of women and the masculinity of men. Let me say that again. I appreciate the femininity of women, a woman being a woman and a man being masculine as a man. It's so much of the agenda of the LGBT, EFG, HIJK. You know what's crazy? It say LGBTQ plus. Plus. You know what? When I see that plus, it looks like it means download. It's still loading up more letters as they making up stuff as they go. LGBT plus. So you still gonna add on some more, even after you got the animals, the women, the men, they still downloading more genders and sexual desires. If that ain't Sodom and Gomorrah, what is? I don't know. You tell me. I just get out the way. I get out the way, let the Most High do his judgment, and I don't want to be a part of it. But, yeah, man, I appreciate the femininity of a woman, the calmness of the women here, the soft-spokenness of a woman here. Nah, what up, bro? What you got on? I mean, women sound like dudes in America. I done overheard women talking about how they dogging out dudes. If you don't know what that means, translation, dogging a dude, basically taking advantage of men. It can be financially, sexually, basically doing men like they perceive men are doing women, kind of running game on them. I done heard women, oh yeah, we dogging these niggas all year. A straight masculine demon from hell. And I'm not about to sugarcoat it no more, man. I'm about to, usually I'm giving y'all, understandings of, what's going on in America, going on in the world, the wars, rumors of wars, all that. But, man, I got to speak on this. A lot of these demonic princesses from hell, these sexy reds, pit bull and skirts, it just got to stop, man. And it's not going to stop. That's why you have judgment. And you have these sweet-toothed dudes, man. These guys who pander the culture, who don't have a backbone, who let their wife run their house, fingernail polish wearing, tuck my tail when I walk type of dudes, man. They don't stand on nothing. Even if you a man and you don't have a purpose, that's feminine, man. She's supposed to be following you, bro. Why is you following her? Oh, I'm just here to support my wife. All right, man. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I got a wife. I support my wife 100%. But ain't no way your wife gonna be the spokesperson for everything. Somebody come to my door, I'm answering the door. Or I'm the spokesperson for my household. All I'm saying is we, as men, we gotta have a backbone. The emotional responses from men. And I get it. A lot of us didn't have our fathers or our mothers in our lives. I get it. But at some point, when you know better, you do better. And you do better when you know better. So do some research. But anyway, man. Yeah, man. You're not going to see a woman in a man's face. I told you, nigga, don't. That's not going to happen because women understand men are stronger than women. That's how it goes in the world. Unfortunately, in America, that's not the case. And a lot of people, I done seen so many people get lined up. When I say lined up, they get put in these predicaments or situations where they lose their lives based on a woman, the offense of a woman. So you have these females out there that have caused trouble or a dispute or a confrontation, not knowing the full totality that can happen in that confrontation. People lose their lives. So when you had the argument with that guy at the gas station, did you think calling your cousin Darnell was smart? So when he lost his life or he went to jail, was it all worth it? For example, we always talk about that situation, I believe. It happened in Chicago where a sister was arguing with the man in the store. He had dreadlocks. And her son did the right thing with protecting his mama. He came and he defended his mom and he pulled out a weapon and he unalived the guy. Unfortunately, that's what it came to. But I'm going to tell you, man, what should have happened in that situation. That woman, if that man, number one, that man shouldn't have been arguing with the woman. That woman shouldn't have been arguing with the man. But number one, that woman should not have been arguing with no man. She should have removed herself. That's a dangerous situation. Me, personally, I'm not no punk, right? If there's 4 men in a gas station and they want to argue with me, I'm going to quietly, calmly, politely remove myself from that situation. Not only is it a dangerous situation, but it just isn't smart. It doesn't benefit me to crash out on that type of time. Life is precious. Why would I do that? You can have that. Okay, you tough? All right, you bigger than me. All right, you can have that. Let me go on with the rest of my 30, 40 years of life. Nah, that's not the case. The women in America think they men, and the men in America act like women. Even if a confrontation was to happen, you got women running up to the confrontation. With the men, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. So yeah, man, I appreciate the women being women and the men being men. And lastly, I appreciate the genuineness of people. When somebody say caribou or welcome, they usually mean that. Welcome. You're like family here. Kaka, brother. Dada, sister. Hello, how are you? That's the genuineness of a person. Man, you ask how somebody doing in America. Hey, what you on, bro? Hey, I ain't on that, bro. Hey, you must be on some type of gay time or something. Man, listen. Hey, that culture might be normal for a lot of our people because we used to dysfunction. And when you grow up in dysfunction, just like the garbage man that delivered the garbage or pickups the garbage, he doesn't know he stinks because guess what? He been doing it all his life. Just like a raccoon. You think a raccoon know he stinks or he think a garbage is nasty? Nah. He been living in it all his life. But yeah, man, we gotta do our research. The world is much bigger than America, and we gotta be more transparent with our culture, man. Or we gotta start evaluating our culture and realizing this is not where it started. Of course, it wasn't like that. And this is what's crazy to me. Black culture in America has gotten way worse. A lot of them white people don't play that. I'm sorry, they don't play that. You can run into East Indian people, because America is very diverse, of course. You have Mexican people, you have, anybody you can name. But I think we are the most culturally disconnected out of all people when it comes to Black Americans. The agenda, of course, was more heavy on us because, the separation of the man and the woman and, all these things. But when you look at everybody's culture, you see the Haitians, they still have some things intact. They're family oriented. Everybody's more family oriented. Everybody understands family is important. But us, we don't understand that. We don't understand that. In fact, we compete with our family. Long as I'm doing better than my cousin, I'm straight. Long as I look better, I got these Jordans on, I'm straight. You know what I'm saying? We don't level up success with actual success. We look at it as materialistic things. You know, anybody can go to the bank and get a loan and look good. Or anybody can go buy a fake chain or some fake shoes. You know, anything, man. It just, even if you got all that stuff that's real, what does it actually mean? Excuse me. But yeah, man, I ain't gonna hold y'all long. I was just wanted to grab y'all ear for a few seconds, have y'all think. But yeah, man, Pilgrims in the Earth. Thanks for the support. Hit that like button, share, subscribe. Peace.